founder of Beauty on Tap, a mobile phone app that provides their customers with a database on beauty services from hair to nails to makeup. It's revolutionary, and to celebrate this top innovator, we have her here. Here is Mathebe Molise.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Guys, you must clap for me when I come up. I wore makeup today. I put makeup on for you guys at 6 in the morning. I'm wearing a nice dress, so I want you guys to listen because I'm here just for you. So I'm the founder of Beauty on Tap. It is a mobile app. Well, it was, but I'm going to tell you about how Beauty on Tap kind of evolved over the years and how it's become what it is today. So by background, I'm actually a chartered accountant. I used to work in banking just last year. I worked for a bank called Rand Merchant Bank, and somehow I've landed in the tech and beauty space, and I've kind of taken technology and fused it with beauty to bring together what is known as Beauty on Tap. How many people here love beauty? Makeup? Whew. Okay, so I want to ask people a question. If you don't love beauty, it means you didn't brush your teeth this morning. Right? Right? It means ala tlotsa this morning, ala tasa your bodies. Because beauty is everything, guys. Beauty is your toothpaste, it's your toothbrush, it's the Vaseline that you put on your body. Beauty is everything. So when people kind of say to me, oh, she's going to talk about beauty, I always remind people that the beauty industry is huge. You guys use beauty every day. Do you guys have lip ice or Vaseline in your pockets? Yes. So everybody should have put their hands up that you love beauty. So I want you guys to listen today because the opportunities in the beauty industry are huge because it's such a big industry. So, exactly. Okay, so this is Alec Weck. Alec Weck is a supermodel. I think she's retired from modeling now. But you can see the makeup they've used on her face. She's ashy, right? So it's taken a very long time for the beauty industry to evolve. Especially in South Africa, beauty didn't take black women's skin into account, so people were putting on makeup that makes their skin like ashy and white. They were putting skin lightening products in the market. Local beauty wasn't a big industry, so people didn't know what local beauty products to use. Every single product that you guys use, like your toothpaste, your body lotions, are all products that are made overseas for you. And so we saw opportunity and said, why aren't local beauty products or services being made by South African people? Because you trust the product more if it's made by someone like you, right? Exactly. So the local beauty industry, I think my mic is falling, sorry. So the local beauty industry is worth $4 billion. Do you know how much money that is? You don't know how much it is? I also don't know because I don't have it. So the local beauty industry is worth $4 billion, guys. That is a lot of money. If you take the exchange rate, that's about, I think, 80 billion rand that the local beauty industry is worth. And what's sad about this is that the local beauty industry is largely dominated by international companies. So you guys use Colgate, right? You use Vaseline, right? Those are all products that are made overseas and brought into South Africa. So these aren't products that are made locally. So the local industry needed more products that are made locally. And then the local beauty industry is largely informal. So with beauty, it's like you guys have plaits in your hair. You just go to the hair salon next door to do your hair, right? It doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to book it on an app or anything. You just pop in and do your hair. So it was important to find a solution to make this easier for people. So my big question then was, I had a friend who was getting married and we're looking for a makeup artist in Cape Town. And I was like, yo, it's really hard to find a makeup artist in Cape Town. Why is that? And it's basically what I said. Our beauty industry is very informal. And so I wanted to look at a way at making the local beauty industry more formal and modernizing it with technology. So I also wanted to say, how do I then bring structure into it? How do I make sure that people can get bookings and earn money from getting bookings using technology? And then I wanted to see, how do we take the local beauty industry and take it to the next level? And that was making sure that we have more local beauty products in the market. So guys, you sitting here, right? Every single day you come up with a problem. For you guys, it's probably that you don't want to do your homework. So innovation comes from people because people experience problems every single day. Like I said to you, a friend was getting married in Cape Town. We're looking for a makeup artist, and we couldn't find one. So I was like, it would be really cool if you can find something that can connect you to makeup artists or braiders or people who plait hair and who can come to your house as well. So this was a long time ago. This was in 2015. I started looking for app developers. So app developers are people who kind of code apps. I'm sure you guys all know apps, right? Instagram, Facebook, Uber, those are all apps. So I had an app made that is a location-based app. So it's an app that looks at where you are right now, and it lets you know what beauty services are in your area. So it will tell you that Mpho, who is 50 kilometers away from you, actually can come to your house and braid your hair. So this was an application that took technology and made beauty accessible to a lot of people, right? So what was really important was it had to be easy to make local beauty services accessible. So do some of you know how to plait hair? No? Do some of you know how to do makeup? No? Still? Yeah. So if you guys wanted to make extra money, you could load your business on the application and people will then start booking you to come plait their hair or do their makeup at your house. And then also I wanted to make local beauty products more accessible. So in South Africa, a lot of people make beauty products and they package them, but they don't know where to sell these products because it's hard to get into big shops like Clicks, like Pick n Pay, like Edgar's and so on. And so people just do boot selling where they maybe come to your mom and say, hi, I have a hair butter or a hair oil that I can sell to you. So we wanted to put all these products on this application. So the concept was to make it easy for you to find a beauty therapist, to make it easy to find a beauty salon, to make it easy to find these local beauty products on one application, but also to be able to review your beauty session. So if somebody messes up your nails or your hair, you could go onto the application and say, don't book this person, they're going to cut your hair or whatever it is. So a big question that people had at the time is, you guys know Instagram, right? Do you guys use Instagram? Okay. Even Facebook. So a lot of people would ask me, why would you develop an application if we can just look for makeup artists on Facebook and Instagram? And I had to find things that made the app different. So when you're developing any product, guys, even if you have a small business that you're trying to hustle and push right now, it's really important to make sure that you're different in some way. What value are you adding to people's lives? So for me, it was important to have informal businesses. So a lot of the time you find that the ladies that braid hair and come to your house don't have access to Instagram. And I mean, this was in 2015. Were you guys even born? Were you born in 2015? So I'm kidding, guys. This was in 2015. And so then a lot of people didn't have smartphones yet. There weren't a lot of affordable smartphones in the market. So people didn't have access to Instagram to put their businesses there. And then also in 2015, it was very hard to search by location. So even on Instagram now, if you're looking for a makeup artist, it's not going to give you makeup artists that are close to you. You can actually find a makeup artist that's based in America. So for us, it was important to make sure that people around you are showing on the application. And then also we wanted to give app users the ability to bargain hunt. So an important thing is affordability. We wanted people to say, I only want to spend 100 Rand on my makeup session, or I only want to braid for 200 Rand. Who can provide that service for me? And so people were rated according or ranked according to how much they would cost people. And that's how we were then different from Instagram and Google, which is very, very important at the time. So the truth about this is applications in South Africa, it's very, very hard to make money from them, okay? So an application in South Africa, if you're using Uber, you're booking a service, right? You're booking for a driver to come and pick you up. if you're buying on Checker 60, you're buying something on the application for them to deliver to your house. If you're just connecting two people on an application, it's very difficult to make money out of it. And of course, people go into business to make money. No one must lie to you. Everyone who goes into business is trying to make money. And so for me, it was very important that we had to change the business because people were saying, I don't want to pay to be on your application because I can find customers anyways. But also a lot of people on the application who were using it were saying, I don't want to pay you to find me a braider. I'll just pay the braider myself. So they just take the braider's number, write it down, and not book on the application. So the business in its first year, guys, made no money at all. It was just expenses. I was paying for marketing. I was paying for the app hosting fees for the website and so on. All of that I was paying for out of my own money because I was still working at the time at the bank. And so I had to find a way to change this business. So guys, sometimes in your business, you'll find that there's something that's not working, but there'll always be one thing in your business that's actually a really great idea. And that's what they call business pivoting. So business pivoting is kind of like reimagining your business, so looking at your business in a very, very different way. And so I said that there were concepts within this business. There was find a beauty therapist, find a beauty salon, or review your beauty session. So this is what the app actually used to look like then. So over here, there's hair, there's nails, makeup artists, eyebrows, lash extensions, and waxing. So basically, if you click on hair, it has like a whole lot of braiders that pop up. It has people who can relax your hair, people that can plait your hair, and so on. And for me, the important part was finding niche and local beauty brands. So I spoke to you guys about how the local beauty market is dominated by your companies like Colgate, like Vaseline, and there aren't a lot of local beauty businesses in the market. And so we had products on the application as well, and people were saying, we want to buy these products on one place because we have to call this person to buy a hair butter there, then we have to call this person to buy a hairspray somewhere else. So people were saying, we actually want to buy these products from one place. And so as I said, we launched an online store called Shop Beauty on Tap. So the application is Beauty on Tap. So Beauty on Tap means beauty fast at a tap. And so we launched an online store that matches this application. So for the brand, so if you came to me now with your beauty products and say, I want to sell your products on my platform, for me it was important that you had the advantage of having a whole lot of other brands on it, so people would come to the website for that. It was also an affordable shopfront, so we didn't charge anybody to be on the website, but we took commission when people would buy. And also we market on Beauty on Tap very differently. I actually have my lead marketer here with me as well. So we market very differently on Beauty on Tap. We don't market like other businesses, no shade, to clicks and so on. We do things really differently when we sell products to people. But for the customer as well, it was important that we sell affordable products. So we didn't want people to go and spend thousands of rands on beauty products. We also wanted to ship to people's houses with one box and one shipping fee. So we didn't want people to buy like lots of things and then have to pay lots of shipping fees from different places. Then we also wanted to bring local hair care and make it more prominent. So we wanted local hair care to show more than the big international brands. So you guys know Dark and Lovely? You know Dark and Lovely, right? So we wanted our own beauty brands to beat Dark and Lovely as well, because we were saying we have products that are just as good as Dark and Lovely, so let's actually sell them and put them on a platform. And then we also wanted to educate people about beauty. So when we started our website, guys, we only had 6 brands on the website. It was very small. People would complain that they can't buy on the website. It was very difficult. Like, purchases would fail when they're trying to finalize their purchase. When I started out, I outsourced logistics. So logistics is the people who pack the order and send it out. So instead of doing it myself, I gave it to Aramax to do, which was very expensive at the time and was a very big mistake. We focused on local brands, which was a good thing that we did, because that's what brought people to our website. It made us different to other stores at the time, which mostly had international brands. We focused on catering to the Black female. Now, Black females are the fastest growing consumer segment. So what that means is that the girls in this room today spend more money than men in this room today. So women, yes, girls. So women actually spend more money on consuming and are the fastest growing segment. And so we had to focus on this segment because nobody was speaking to black women as much as we do. And then we focused on being the fastest and the best. So at Beauty on Tap, if you order, you get your order today. You don't wait 1 week to get your order. If you're in Joburg, if you order by 10 a.m., your order is going to get to your door at the end of the day. So that's what we focused on because we had to beat Take-A-Lot. You all know Take-A-Lot? Yes. So for me, it was very important that we do something better than Take-A-Lot. And so that was making sure that we deliver super fast. So this line here, you guys know revenue. Do you all do accounting? Do you do accounting? Okay. So this line that you see going up is how our money started to grow from the beginning in 2016 all the way through to just before COVID. So this is how our business grew just because we focused on those things, on being efficient, on giving people the best quality products, and just by being better than our competitors. Because we were so small, we had to be different. So we changed our website. Remember I told you guys the website was so bad? In 2018, we changed our website. We started adding more brands so people could buy more products on the website. Then we got more customers who would buy, obviously, because there was more to do. But then we also started focusing on skincare. Then, guys, COVID. Do you remember COVID? You remember you were just sitting in your house? Yes. So COVID hit, right? And at the time, we didn't know what was going to happen. Because for us, we were selling beauty, and it was an online store, and we were a small business. You know, government told businesses that they're not allowed to sell. Remember at the shops, you weren't even allowed to buy socks. They were just like, you don't need socks, just buy bread and get out. So we had to see, are we going to succeed during COVID or are we going to fail? So Beauty on Tap during COVID was at the right time and right place. And it's kind of sad to say because it was such a sad period. But during COVID, a whole lot of businesses had to build e-commerce websites. So e-commerce websites is where people shop to buy stuff on the internet. So we already had a website that was functioning. We already had the right products that people needed because during COVID, you could still buy your toothbrushes, your toothpaste, and everything. So we were selling body lotions, hair care products. We were already a trusted brand. So because we delivered fast and on time, people trusted us. And so we were also efficient. And so during COVID, that is how our revenue grew. So do you see 2020 to 2021? Do you see it? Over there on the side. So because of that, because we had the right mix and a website that was already working and that we used technology already during a very difficult time to make shopping easier for people, our revenue started to grow. And so for us, it was important to be a good website. So it's important for your website to be very good. And we also were just efficient and we had a good marketing strategy. So guys, if you have a business, even if you have a small business that you're trying to grow, it's important that you don't grow too fast. So imagine you are making the ice. Ladija the ice, yes. And you have customers. If you market too fast and you grow too fast, then you're going to have customers lining up outside your door. And if you can't serve them, they're going to go next door, right? They're going to go to the next business. So sometimes in business, it's important that you don't grow too fast because you need to keep your promise to your customers and you also need to keep innovating. So if leza the ice, you need to do different flavors for every season, right? You can't keep giving people the same flavors. They're going to be like, yo, this business is so boring. So innovation is you bringing in new flavors, maybe changing the shape of your ice. So it's important for you to keep innovating. So today, Beauty on Tap is just an e-commerce website that retails products. So remember I told you we only had 6 brands. We had about 30 products, and it was just me in the business by myself. Today, we have over 800 products on Beauty on Tap. Thank you. We sell over 70 brands on the website now, and we have about 16 staff members, and we're continuing to grow as well. Thank you. So you'll see here, I added a brands tab. So most of the brands that you're seeing on this list is mostly local brands. So for us, it's very important to promote the local beauty industry. So AfroSense, Afro Botanics, Amazi, Anasa, Ashaki, Beautiful Earth, all of them here, Kudu, Kush Cream, all of them are all local brands. And so for me, it's really important that when you guys want to leave school and start your own brand, you can come to Beauty on Tap and say, please, can you sell my products? And we're going to make you compete against the Biodermas, the L'Oreals, the Dark and Lovelies as well that we also have. So that's what Beauty on Tap does. But we went one step further because I said you must keep innovating. You must keep making new flavors. So we did more to grow. So this year we opened a store at Mall of Africa, our first store. So this is the store, a picture of it here. So we opened a store and we offer an affordable but luxury shopping experience. But even with that, we're still using technology to make our shopping experience easier. And then we went one step further. So remember I said to you, we're competing against Take-A-Lot? Remember? So we then started our own skincare brand that's exclusive to Beauty on Tap online, called Pastry Skincare. And basically because pastry is really good, like it's really good, people keep coming back to Beauty on Tap. So for us to be competitive and to beat the Take-A-Lots, we created our own brand to lock the customer in. So for us, we're continuously growing. We're continuously updating our website to make sure it's the best. But we're also going to open more stores. Like, instead of clicks, we have to see Beauty on Tap everywhere, right? So you guys are going to be seeing that in future. You're going to be seeing a lot more stores come to the fore. So that's what I was going to say is where to next. So we're definitely going to add more brands to our website. One of you here has to come to me in a few years' time and say, I was at the Sasol Techno X and I saw your presentation and I want you to sell my product. So you guys need to come to Beauty on Tap. We're going to start our own brands as well, more pastry skincare brands. Hopefully we're going to open more stores, which is important, and hopefully we'll be able to open more stores overseas as well. So that is Beauty on Tap, and that's how the business has changed. That's how we've used technology to make beauty shopping easier for people. And so guys, you should always reimagine your business. Don't think that because you are going to be an accountant, you can't be in the beauty industry. I'm a chartered accountant who's gone into beauty retailing, which is really weird because people think accountants are boring. So I really hope that you guys got some kind of inspiration from this presentation. I hope that you guys start your own businesses in technology or beauty. And I hope that I see one of you in the future with your beauty products. And that is my presentation. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I don't know if they have questions. Can I take questions? Okay.
Don't you guys think that was so cool? Now, I have a question. Does anybody here have a family member or a friend or just somebody that they know that does hair? Put your hand up. Okay. So, how do they find their customers? It's usually, you tell your friend, no, there's this person I know that does hair, you should go to them, right? Imagine how cool this product that Mathebe created. Because now, that family member that you have is no longer restricted to just you recommending her to somebody else, but now they have a bigger group of people, a bigger group of customers that they can tap into. She's innovated an industry like that. That's so cool, don't you think? And for people that create their own products, which when I was a kid, I used to like making my own stuff. Like, I'd make my own perfume, I'd go into the garden, I'd find flowers, I'd mix it with water, and I'd go try sell it to my family members and say, here, I have a wonderful perfume for you. And growing up, you go and create something like that. Now there's a place for us to enter the market where there aren't barriers, it's not difficult for us to enter this market. Now, do you guys have any questions for her? Because this is such a cool business, and I think there's a lot to learn from her. Please put your hand up if you have a question for her, and we will have mics that are going to come to you. No question. We do have a question that came online, and the question was, in your first 12 months of business, you weren't making profit.
Yes.
That's difficult.
Yes.
You weren't making any money. The money was just coming out of you, but it wasn't coming back. What motivated you to keep going?
I think for me, like, if you launch a business and you have some traction, if people are willing to hear you but don't want to part with money, then it means you're onto something. So if people are willing to sit with you and have a meeting and open the door for you, it means you're onto something. So if you ever have an idea and people aren't willing to give you money but are willing to hear you out, keep pushing because it means you actually have a really great idea that you need to push.